Alright, first things first is removing these stays so I can get to the chain plates. One thing you want to make sure of when removing these, or tightening or loosening these, is that the top doesn't spin, because then you'll either untwist the cable or twist it too tight, and that's not good. So it's got these little flat parts here that you can put a wrench on to keep it from spinning, and then you just want to spin this part. With the stays removed, I can safely unbolt the chain plates. I went ahead and loosened them with a wrench already. With it detached down below, we can go ahead and pull it out. And it doesn't look too bad. That's good. Means I won't have to replace this, hopefully. I'm going to tape over this hole because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I don't want any water getting down in here. So let's do that real quick. I've got this roll of shrink wrap tape that they use to shrink wrap boats, so this should hold pretty good. Make a nice watertight seal. Alright, got it all taped off. Make sure it's all nice and pressed down. Don't want any water leaking in this tomorrow, especially with it raining. So there we go. With the stays and chain plates removed, the next step is removing the wall and getting down to the bare hull. Now that we're down to the hull, it's time to cut the old bulkhead off. Alright, and there's that one. And as you can see, this is where the third hole used to be, so glad I'm doing this. Now to make a template for the new bulkheads using the joggle stick method. You can check out my video on how to use and make the joggle stick. I'll put a link at the top of this video. Alright, I got it marked out here. This is the top, so the chain plate's gonna come through this way, and this edge will be the hull here. Got it clamped down so it doesn't move, and I'm just gonna retrace my points onto the wood here. Now I'm just going to connect the dots. Alright, I just went down to the boat and checked out the fitment, and I'm going to have to cut this much off the corner just to clear any bolts that are sticking through the deck. And then right about here is where the chain plate's going to sit, so I like where that's at. So we're going to go ahead and cut this part out, and then we're going to cut 3 more of these out in total. We're going to double this up so it'll be nice and strong. Now we're going to trace it out 3 more times on this piece here, so we have a total of 4. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and glue the 2 halves together. I'll be using some of the 610 epoxy, and I'm just going to rough up the gluing surfaces a bit with some sandpaper. Next, I'm going to wipe it down with some acetone to make sure it's nice and clean. Give that a couple seconds to dry while we set up our bottle of 610. I glue the 2 halves together and clamp them firmly. I also put a few small screws in to help hold the middle. And that'll be the end of this episode. Please join me in the next one where I'll be glassing in the new bulkheads.